Mark.
Yeah!
Dan.
Ooh, yeah!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Breaking Rad. It's just three of us here tonight, but we're gonna have a good time regardless. So if anybody's in the in the chat, I don't know if we have anybody watching tonight. Thanks for joining us. If not, and you're watching this later, please like and subscribe and all those things that people say that are on YouTube. I'm gonna say them too because they seem to help. How are you guys doing tonight?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Shane and Shane hat still on. That must mean good things are happening.
Just means I'm wearing a Shane hat.
It's good. Yeah, good things are happening. Mr. Murdoch, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
How's the comic business? Am I a
It's
robot?
great.
It's a interesting going into this year. I'll say that. I got a lot to rethink.
How's the card business? Is that a better question?
It's more due to the card business, I guess we'll say.
Yeah.
There's been some missteps, I guess we could say, over the last several months with a particular creator of a particular Magic card game and a particular D&D card game. They seem to have completely inflamed the entire fan base of those.
Got it.
Did you guys not see anything on that? The OGL or none of that stuff?
Oh yeah, the OGL thing. I know. I heard about that, which I heard is getting a lot of backlash. Is it Hasbro that owns Wizards?
Hasbro.
They had to lay off a buttload of people, and
Yeah. Big bummer for sure. I've only seen a little bit of it. I don't know. I'm not in that space. It just goes right past me most of the time. So unfortunately, I don't have much to say on the topic.
that's okay.
Yeah.
This is
it's
just
just
the anyway.
the ebbs and flows, I guess.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, we don't got the usual nerds tonight. Mark may or may not join us later. I
He
think
might
is the
pop in later.
is the word. And Mutt, well, it's his night off, and we wouldn't want to bother him on his night off. He has important things to do.
Yeah, he's pooping.
He's code word for pooping.
Yeah, he's pooping
Every other
today.
week is his pooping night. He's gotta get all that stuff out. So I guess we'll just roll on through unless there's anything anybody has, any announcements they want to make. I don't know if Dave, you want to talk about the video game or anything, or Cal, anything
Where
going
are we at? Right here. See this?
on Steam?
Right here. So Drag the Dead is now on Steam. It is officially live on Steam. So if you go to Steam, look it up. It's going to tell you it's coming soon. So get it on your wish list. We got a demo that's going to be popping up anytime. The final build is right around the corner.
Sweet.
So,
Let me ask you this: as a man that only has a Mac computer, will it play on a Mac?
I'm pretty sure you can play Windows stuff on a Mac, can't you? I know. There's it'll emulate it, right? Mac will emulate Windows.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I was just wondering about the processor. I recently downloaded a game from Steam that was Mac compatible, and it just plays like crap. So,
Actually, a new computer. Just get you one. They're cheap, man.
Yeah, I mean, I could get a new computer, I guess, or I don't know. I'm so cheap. I have a working computer. I hate spending money on things.
Yeah.
We've got the minimum specs. Specs are up on the page there. So
what's funny is I thought I looked at all the minimum specs, but ultimately they mean nothing to me. Because it'll what really matters is the graphics card but like they're all named like the Tornado or the NVIDIA or like the G-Force or something, and none of that means anything to me. So I'm just like, I mean, looks okay. The game does play on my computer, it just doesn't play awesome. I have to take the frame rate way down, and I have to like drop the graphics way down. So I would love to play it if there's a Mac version.
Oh, the game description on here, or the about stuff. I spent a lot of time writing that, and I think it's
a mind virus has taken hold of the population. Assume the role of drag queen zombie slayer extraordinaire Zane. How do you say
Damage.
that?
Damage.
Battle your way through mobs of NPCs, fatties, soy boys, and more in the high-octane pearl-clutching shooter, Drag the Dead.
Yeah, the about the game, the first part you could skip. That's just expanded what you just read.
Oh, okay. Complex and deep puzzles. They don't exist in this game. You aren't going to have to worry about getting hung up on any block pushing or backtracking endlessly until you figure out how to trigger some kind of Rube Goldberg machine-style contraption to move on from one area to the next. Nope. Here, you just need to focus on killing everything. Nice. Intricately defined game mechanics. Yeah, these are also not a game. Drag the Dead is simple. Walk, aim, shoot. That's it. Kill a zombie and don't stop moving. We've stripped this project down to basics. No running, no jumping, no reloading, no health kits, no ammo. Just walk, aim, shoot. Arcade-style action. All right, this is definitely part of Drag the Dead. You're going to be tearing your way through hordes of the infected, each mob bigger than the next, with new zombie types joining the fray as you progress through the game until the final showdown with the big bad. Is that like the big guy? If you die, don't worry. There's no pesky checkpoints, and you'll be able to start again. They'll be able to start right back at the beginning of the level. Multiple difficulties. Drag the Dead features 3 difficulties. Firstly, there's Dragged Through Hell, which is normal, which is difficult, but that's what passes for normal. Second is Dragged to Hell. This option is not normal and more difficult than the prior option. I love it. Lastly, there is Journo. Which is designed for those players who may really struggle with the other 2 options, which means it's really easy. We're talking really, really, really easy. I love the burn on games journos. Oh, that's awesome. Mature content description. The developers describe the content like this. This game may contain content not appropriate for all ages, or may not be appropriate for viewing at all. Nudity or sexual content, frequent violence or gore, general mature content, and satirical dark comedy. My favorite of all of those mature things.
Do you want to know what's interesting? And you can take this where you will. But interestingly, because the main character is a drag queen and you play the entire game as a drag queen, that means that there is persistent sexual content. Because drag queens are sexual by nature. So what does that say?
I nailed it. Dude, the graphics look really good.
They do look good.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with it. We actually I just added the other day a spy balloon to the
yeah.
Which it won't do anything. You don't interact with it, but if you happen to see it, it'll be floating.
It'll just be floating around up there,
floating around,
taking video.
Yeah, it's like I think every day or every other day, there's something where I'm like, I gotta put that in the game. Oh, I should throw that in the game. Oh, let me make a graffiti about that or something.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, that's
cool.
sick,
I'm
man.
looking forward to playing that.
When it's officially out there, make a you gotta we'll announce it here. But for now, anybody watching, if you are interested in the game, go check it out on Steam. Put it on the wish list. That'd be awesome. Sweet. Well, I think we move on because I saw something like literally right before I logged on with you guys, and it says that we have a Name That Dan, not a Name That Death tonight.
That's right.
Sweet. I'm excited. Let's do this.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, name that. Ladies and gentlemen.
Dan. Name that Dan. Sorry, I'll play the whole thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, name that.
Yeah, I wish I knew how to make videos like Mark, because I would have made a name that Dan.
He just whips videos up out of nothing.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I got it set up tonight, so I can just click through them, so I don't have to reshare. So we're gonna go ahead and go on to number 1. So the rules for this are, I'm gonna show you an image from a movie in which there is an actor named Dan, Daniel, Danny, something of that sort, and but that actor will not be in the image. So you have to kind of figure out the movie and then figure out the actor who's in it.
Okay.
You don't actually have to know the movie if you can think of who the actor is.
If you can scream out
You
the
got to
actor's
name that
name.
Dan.
All right, let's do it. Oh, Dan
This one should be
Aykroyd.
easy. Yes. Well, that was easy.
Ghostbusters 2. You always start off with an easy one.
Yeah. That was your easy one. Okay, so there you go. There's your confirmation.
Excellent.
Ghostbusters 2. Okay.
Oh, I know this one too. Dan Marino.
Boom. Killing it. The Dan in the group is killing it. Hey, what's up, Phantasmagorical? Thanks for joining. We're playing, in case you missed it, we're playing Name That Dan. Going to show an image from a movie with an actor in it named Dan, Daniel, or Danny. And you just got to figure out the name of that actor.
I guess Dan Marino was in the movie, so even though he's not an actor, but actor in the movie.
Yeah, he's an actor in the movie.
Lace us out, Dan.
Okay, moving on. So there you go. There's a picture of good old Dan Marino.
Wow, he looks
He
young.
looks so goofy.
Yeah.
All right, this one should be easy-ish.
Oh no. What Simpsons character is named Dan?
Well, the actor is named, the voice actor is named.
Oh, got it. Oh, I don't know voice actors.
I got nothing.
I have nothing, man.
If Kokoshuko or Rusty or Stat were in the chat,
they'd probably get it.
We'd get an answer. The oh, here I'll do our. So the actor is named as Dan Castellaneta.
I've heard
he's
that.
He's the voice of Homer. That's what he looks like.
That's the guy who voices Homer.
Wouldn't think that, huh?
You sound so let down.
Yeah, I wanted like a large, like middle-aged, like balding beer belly man to voice Homer.
He looks middle-aged and balding.
Well, he has middle-aged and balding, but he's not like overweight beer gut.
He looks like he looks kind of like he could be related to Alan Arkin.
Yeah, a little Arkin in there.
Little Arkin. Okay, moving on.
Okay.
To number 3. No, A, B, C. No, number 4.
Oh no.
I don't even know what this is.
I have no idea what movie this is.
Oh, I thought this one would be easy. It's very. I don't think it was huge, but it's a very distinctive look. Obviously, she doesn't look like anyone else.
I don't know. What's the like? Can you give us what movie it is? Or like a hint? I need a hint.
I'll give you a hint. It's about there's guns.
Oh my gosh. Is this like an assassin movie?
No. I haven't seen it actually, but no, it's not.
I have no idea.
So this is a movie called Guns Akimbo.
Oh, yeah.
You know who's in that?
I don't know who's in that, but I've actually heard of the movie. I've never seen it.
Hey, Rusty got it. Guns Akimbo.
Yeah. But you need to name the Dan, Rusty. There's a Dan in this movie. That's
what's the
game.
actor's name who's in this movie?
All right, who do I know? Danny Glover.
And he's right, the guy who played Harry Potter.
Oh, Daniel Radcliffe.
There you go.
Guns akimbo, huh?
He's got guns like glued to his hands or something. He can't.
Oh, I've
You can't
seen
get 'em
this.
off?
I've seen that poster, that movie poster. He's done a lot of weird stuff. Did you see the one where like what was the one where he's like, I don't know if he was like somebody used his body. He could like use his body as a jet ski and stuff like that. What was that movie?
I did not catch that one. Okay, moving on. Number A, B, C, D. Number 5. I know someone. I know one of you guys have seen this recently. Someone.
Oh, this is the Glass Onion. And Knives Out, Glass Onion, and who is Daniel Craig. Duh. Did I get it? Come on, I got it. That's it.
Yeah, you got it. I was reading. Rusty said Dave Bautista. Sorry,
Yes.
not a Dan.
Phantasmagorical, Swiss Army Man. That's the one. He was a corpse. That's right.
Oh,
Swiss Army Man.
thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for chiming in, Jace 2323 and Phantasmagorical.
Yeah.
Gracias.
It was a Sundance movie. Swiss
go.
Army Man. He does all kinds of weird stuff. He uses Daniel Radcliffe's lifeless corpse as a jet ski, using farts as fuel.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sounds pretty, something you'd watch. There it
Going
is.
pretty fast.
Glass Onion.
All right, number 6.
Oh, David Harbour.
That is his name, but he's not a Dan.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's a Dan. This is
Okay,
Hellboy.
Fanta. Thanks.
Fanta, right on.
One of my top 13 favorite sodas.
Top 13.
It's number 13. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
That's the newish Hellboy.
This is correct. There was this actor. There was some controversy about casting, and then this person got switched in for the person who was originally casted. Hey,
I don't know. I've actually not seen this version.
anyone in chat? You guys know a name of a Dan, Daniel, or Danny in the new Hellboy movie?
Dr. Pepper Girl. Heck yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's actually, my wife and I both Dr. Pepper, I think, is our favorite. I'm drinking Coke right now because
23 flavors, man. Daniel Tosh. Is that it?
no.
Daniel, isn't that Tosh.0?
Yeah, I think so. So this actor, just before Alex Trebek comes out, this actor is
Kokushuko.
he was in Lost.
Oh, he's in Lost?
What's up, Kokushuko? Oh.
Is it like Daniel?
Oh wait, Jace was joking about what? About the corpse?
Daniel Tosh. No, about Daniel.
Oh, Daniel Tosh. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I had to read down a little further. Yeah, it's funny. I actually was gonna look for any movies Daniel Tosh might have been in, because there actually are not that many Dans in Hollywood, believe it or not. When I did Name That Mark and Name That Jason, both of those I got way more actors than I could have used. But Dan, I pretty much used all of them except for some really obscure actors.
Is it like Daniel Kim? Is he the
Daniel Day
Asian
Kim
guy? Yeah.
I'll give it to you. Daniel Day Kim.
Come on, man. This is my best Name That ever. Oh, look, Trusty jumped in.
All right, Fanta. Hey, thanks for joining for a few minutes, and hopefully we'll catch you next time.
Yeah, come back.
What's up,
we'll have more goons next time. Come back and watch.
Yeah, it'll be more
Trusty,
fun next time.
My man.
I think Mark kind of is like the glue for.
I think Mark is the glue.
Holds us together.
I agree. we need Mark's snarky northeastern attitude to get everybody else riled up.
Yeah, we do. And sometimes we need every other week we need Mutt to be grumpy.
We need
For
a
us.
grumpy old man.
Grumpy Mutt. Okay, moving on.
Come on, the
Okay, so
only one
there's your boy, Daniel
missed.
Day-Kim.
The only one I missed so far was the Bart Simpson. Well, no, I missed Bart Simpson and Guns Akimbo. That's pretty good.
A B C D E F. So number 7.
Well, that's Dwayne, not a Dan. So Grumpy Mutt. It's about right.
Come on.
All right. Who's in this?
I'll give you a hint. It's not anyone in the game. Like they're in the game, but the actors in the game, it's not none of them.
Oh no. This is Jumanji.
Mm-hmm.
Are they like in? I mean, they're in the movie though. Oh, they're not. They're
Yeah,
not
they're
in the game. Got it.
Yeah, they're not the avatar. They're none of the. So these are all avatars in the game. They're not avatars. They're the people playing them.
I don't remember much about
I never even
anything.
saw this.
It's
All right.
actually.
Poor
the
David,
first
you're
one's-
not faring well tonight.
The first one's pretty.
I
funny,
don't do names. I don't remember names at all.
If this is a horror themed one, I would have gotten none, and Dave would have got them all. Been like, what blood spatter is this? And Dave would get them.
It's possible. It's a possibility.
It's possible. I don't know, man.
All right. Well, we'll move on. DeVito. This is the second movie. So Danny DeVito plays Smolder. What is his name? Smolder. I don't know. Rock's whatever the Rock's character is. There's also a bonus Daniel or Danny in this movie. What the heck happened? Oh my gosh! Share screen.
I don't think I've seen the second one. I just saw the first one.
Did I close it? Smooth.
What a boomer moment we're having.
Seriously. Okay, coming back in 3, 2,
Let's have it.
1. Okay.
Oh, Danny
So,
Glover. I said
Danny
Danny Glover
you mentioned him
earlier.
earlier. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he plays Kevin Hart's character.
Ah.
Oh wait,
Okay.
I do have it. Why wasn't it finding it? That's crazy. Okay.
Right,
Anyway, moving on to number I don't know whatever the next one is. Letter H.
Ah.
These are hard. These are hard. I'm sorry. I did not realize these would be so hard.
This one is definitely hard. Is this like I
thought David might get it, but this is a name everyone knows.
A name everyone knows, huh?
Uh-huh.
The actor's name?
The actor is prolific.
Oh, so this is Daniel Day-Lewis. So this is probably what There Will Be Blood.
No,
Maybe.
it's not Daniel Day-Lewis. It's a different Dan. And this actor is in a million movies, and I don't think they've ever turned down a role.
That's the only one I could think of.
That makes me think of Nicolas Cage. He's like that actor. It has never turned down a role. Is this a really well-known? Is this like a really well-known actor?
Oh yeah, absolutely. When I was looking at the movies for some of these actors, there was like a dozen movies for this actor. The page was full, and I just kept scrolling. It's just hundreds of movies. I chose something a little more obscure because I thought it would be too easy with one of the other ones, but
I don't know. I don't know even what movie this is.
all right. So this movie is Machete.
Oh, you're right. You're so right. Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo. I was gonna use Con Air, but there wasn't a good shot of him
funny.
like in the movie. Like there was just his character was gross too, and I don't want to use his character. His character was like Johnny 23 because he like raped 23 girls or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, this character is in poor taste. I'm sorry, but
Danny
Machete, that's a cool
Trejo,
character.
yeah. Machete.
Machete. This is my mother's lucky machete.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I kind of forgot it existed.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it at all. I don't know. I don't know why I never watched it.
I don't remember much of it anyway. I like his knives. That's sweet.
Yeah, he's sweet. It's funny because he's basically his character from Desperado.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, can we make that movie again, but with me as the main character? They're like, no, just call it something else, like Machete. Yeah. Sorry,
cool.
Hispanics who are watching. I am very sorry for my stereotype accent. Okay, moving on. Yeah, this one's. You guys know it's not going to get these.
I have no idea. What's up, Bruce? What's going on,
Bruce,
man?
what's cracking? Bruce, we got to do 13 Bones,
Yeah,
man. I want to do it.
Bruce,
all the Goon Squad, they've
Go
they've
ahead.
read the script and they love it. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you guys go ahead. Praise me.
No, I was gonna say I totally read the script, but I was gonna saying
Yeah, love you.
Bruce, one of my favorite artists.
Yeah, he's awesome.
In the indie artists that I know, guy is incredible. But yes, 13 Bones, read the script. Bruce, it's a winner. You got to make it happen. You disappeared on me.
Oh, Chris.
Oh, John Carpenter's.
I did? Oh. I don't know. Was there something else I was supposed to do? I'm so sorry, Bruce. Let's hook up later, man. But yeah, dude, I'm a huge Bruce Patnod fan.
You should, yeah, we're gonna make this happen. Bruce, I will make Cal email you or message you later. I'm gonna make it happen because it needs to happen.
Yeah,
I'm ready to see this book be reality. Anyway, Chris.
So Chris got the movie. Now, Chris, what we're doing is with playing Name That Dan. So I'm showing pictures from movies with an actor in it named either Dan, Daniel, or Danny, some form of Dan. And so you got to figure out who the Dan is in this movie. Watching on your phone at work, base that on the center figure in the pic. Yeah, good job. You nailed it. Now, can you think of the Dan who's in this movie? This is a James Woods movie, by the way. It's actually, I like it. I don't like it as much as the, is it Ethan Hawke? What's the movie with, yeah, that one's really good.
Bruce, Danny Aiello. Is that it?
Is he in this? If he is, then you get a point. I didn't know it if he's in it though. He's not the Dan I was going with.
I don't know this answer.
Okay, so we're gonna picture of this actor and see if you can name the actor after seeing him, because you might not be able to.
I said Dan Baldwin.
That's him.
Really?
Yeah, Daniel Baldwin.
Which I didn't know, other than it has to be named Dan, and that guy looks just like.
And he's a Baldwin.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Chris. Yeah, it was an actor. Yeah,
Sorry.
Daywalkers is the Ethan Hawke movie.
Yeah.
Great movie. Okay, I think we're on the last. I think this is the last one.
All right.
Yep.
Oh man,
David, you gotta know this movie.
Is that Chud?
That is.
What is it? What do you
say?
There's only one actor in this movie that
there's so many
anyone would
actors
know.
in this movie.
What is this movie?
Chud.
Good.
Oh,
Cannibalistic
yeah,
Humanoid Underground Dweller.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen this.
It's a classic. I don't know the actor though.
All right. Anyone in chat know the actor, the Dan actor in Chud?
Stern.
Boom! Chris got it. Daniel Stern.
Huh.
Of Home Alone fame.
Which one is that? Dan.
Oh yeah,
got it. Yeah.
Which is funny because I remember when I saw the movie, after at some point I watched it and I was thinking, oh, that guy was in Home Alone, but then the dad, the McAllister dad, is also in Chud.
He is?
There's multiple Home Alone actors in Chud. Yeah.
What? Oh,
Wet
that's
Bandit.
crazy.
The Wet Bandits are in Chud. That's crazy.
80s through and through, absolutely.
I don't know if I've ever seen that movie.
I actually haven't seen it. It's like on the back burner of movies I'll watch one of these days, but
Is it any good?
Yeah.
it's
Is it?
80s good.
It's
It's
like
80s
a-
good.
80s good.
It's
I mean,
80s
that's what
good.
I need to know.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Well, this has been Name That Dan. Next up, next time Mark's out, it'll be Name That David. Because
All
I've
right.
through all of the original cast of the Goon Squad, and our newer member David Murdoch has not been featured in a Name That yet. So I'm sure it'll
You
be
gotta
pretty
do.
easy to find
Oh,
David.
name that David. There's gonna be a bunch of them, I bet.
Yeah. So that was the quickest. That was 10 movies, and that was
That
pretty
wasn't
quick.
that fast. We did pretty good. That wasn't too fast. That was
No.
all right. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. You may or may not hear it. I've I've been struggling with this like cold all week, and my voice has been in and out. And at the end of the day, it just starts like breaking, and I sound like I'm 13 again. Sometimes.
Hi, it's me, Dan.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Everybody goes through it. Don't worry. We've all been
So
there.
when you turn 40, you get back through it again. So yeah, that was Name That Dan. I'm very honored to have my own Name That. And there were some good ones. I got a bunch of them. I'm pretty proud of myself. Puberty comes late. Thank you, Rusty. Thank you. You know, I am still very youthful looking, I like to think. So
you are.
I'll take it. I'll take
You're
it.
a handsome man.
For sure.
Handsome young man.
Handsome young man. Jason.
Hey, what's up, Jason?
Sandberg. What's up, man?
I want to.
Mutt was telling me about your book, Jason, and I want to check it out.
Absolutely.
I don't know how. I know how I missed this, and it's because I'm not on Twitter, but I'm signing up for your sign up on Indiegogo. And if you guys don't know, I'm gonna get the link here in a second when we start moving on to something else. Anybody in the chat? There's not many of you, but I'm gonna put it in there. There's a link to Jason's book that's coming out. I'm gonna get it here in a second, and I'll drop it in the chat.
Cool. So we have a "That's proud of you." We have an "I'm proud of you" moment.
I'm proud of you. Proud of you.
I'm proud of Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, aka D-Day Cobra, who responded to a chat last night.
Whoops, my bad.
Buddha Bear?
Buddha Bear, yeah.
Buddha Bear. By the way, Buddha Bear, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of Buddha Bear more than I am Jeremy, because Buddha Bear actually did a super chat for us to tell Jeremy about our wrestling shtick that we do.
Yeah.
And Jeremy watched it, and he really liked it. He thought it was entertaining, and there was a moment where somebody chatted and said, "This is so stupid, and I can't stop watching."
Yeah. That was a crazy stream. Like, we woke up and we're like, why did we get so many subs last night? This is crazy. And it's still going up, like, even now. We're at
hold on. Buddha Bear.
Yeah, Buddha Bear's in here. There he is. I'm proud of you. There you go.
Thank you for getting us. Yeah, I mean that I don't know if you knew how much it would have bumped us, but yeah, we got, like, what'd you say, 40 subs overnight?
I think 40 something subs, yeah, something like that. So I mean that's like nothing to a lot of people, but it's a lot to us. So man, we appreciate it. Thanks for calling us out with D-Day Cobra. I watched it this morning and I couldn't believe it. Like, I sound like a goon on this guy's incredible, like, show, but you know what? That's okay. That's what I'm here to sound like an idiot on air. So anyway, much appreciated.
Yeah, Chris is here from Jeremy also. Chris, thanks for tuning in, man. I know that we're not doing any wrestling stuff tonight. This is kind of also our skeleton crew. We're a little more packed guest wise, and we've got more stuff going on. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. And Buddha Bear again, thank you. Yeah, that was By the way, all props go to Mark, 6 a.m. Comics, for the wrestling stuff. He toils over his Xbox
Yeah,
creating those characters. And some of them, most of them look really good. Some of them are just freaking spot
uncanny.
on.
Yeah,
They just,
yeah.
I thought
Once
Rakido was
again,
looked really good.
Chris, yeah, like this is kind of a bit of an off night that you've joined us, but please come back and try some more. We do typically, you saw the end of our little guest game show, but we do something called Name That Death, and we go through movies and shoot through and find awesome deaths and try to guess them with a
Yeah,
bunch of other stuff. So anyway, appreciate
yeah, it's a little more fun.
jumping in.
uh,
Yeah, and
Bored at
hey,
work.
that's okay. We're a great time passer.
Hopefully, won't put you to sleep at work. We don't want you to get fired. Bruce says, "Cool. Be careful though. Jeremy likes the prequels, the Star Wars prequels. Hey, you know what? I like them, but I was in my early 20s or so when those came out, something like
Yeah.
that. I was still kind of liked everything I watched, like Macho. Macho likes everything he watches. I
I
was
like
kind of like
watch
that back in
everything.
my 20s.
I do gotta say though, one of I still maintain my favorite fight scene in Star Wars is Battle of the Fates or Duel of the Fates rather. The
Which one is that?
music, that's Darth Maul and Qui-Gon
Oh,
and Obi-Wan. Like it's the music, everything about that is incredible. So
that
I
dude, that's a
still
great fight. Yeah, I agree.
that's my favorite. Can't take it away from me. I love it. So
Uh,
there's
but
still good
okay,
stuff.
so hopefully I won't take it away from you. Have you seen when people break down the choreography and
Of that one.
yeah, the lightsabers never, no one would have ever hit anybody else. If you follow the trajectory of the swings, they're
Yeah,
always just aiming at each other's lightsabers.
doesn't matter. I don't care.
It's pretty hilarious. No, I still love it. It's a great fight scene.
I like
Uh,
also we've showed it on here before, but that one the one that somebody did and it was like a fan made fight between Vader and Obi-Wan. It
oh
was
yeah,
that
yeah,
scene instead of them just like very woodenly swinging at each other, they redid
yeah,
the fight scene. It was incredible. It was
yeah.
just
That was phenomenal.
that was great. So but it wasn't part of the the movie. So Duel of the Fates still mine. The music was incredible. The music made that scene for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. The score really, I mean, it matters more than a lot of the other stuff that goes into a movie. The score is the music is what stirs you emotionally. You can watch a scene with a laugh track and laugh, or you can watch the same scene with like a chilling musical score behind it. Something spooky, and it's a completely different scene. The same acting, same cinematography.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the score really really does matter.
Well,
Uh,
like since we're on movies and we don't have a lot going on tonight anyway, excuse me. Did you guys watch any trailers from the Super Bowl that came out?
uh,
Just watch anything?
I caught like a little bit of the Flashpoint trailer. Like I was
Yep.
at my one of my pastor's house, and we were just chatting. Like we were sitting outside on his patio, and we had a bunch of people. So we were just chatting the whole time. We barely
Yeah.
caught any commercials, so I
Yeah.
I don't even know what was going
Dave,
on. But
Dave, you
Bruce
watch
says he
anything?
saw it.
No, I don't. I'm not a sports guy, so I didn't. I
Well,
didn't watch the Super
so
Bowl or any.
I honestly didn't watch the Super Bowl. I watched all the trailers from the Super Bowl because I'm I'm a nerd, so I watched those. Um, excuse me. The Flashpoint trailer. Look, I'm gonna say, can't believe they ditched Henry Cavill. What did he say for the weirdo flat? Oh yeah. Look,
Yeah,
I know
that's
Ezra
ridiculous.
Ezra Miller is a terrible person. Like they ditched Henry Cavill, whatever. But I will say the movie looked pretty good. The trailer looked pretty good. I'm like kind of excited about it. Like if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil anything. All I'm going to say is what Bruce said, and that's I'm Batman. That's so good.
Yeah, yeah, that might.
I did see that trailer.
You did?
Like yes, or actually no, just today I watched it.
Okay, so what did you think of the trailer?
I'm not gonna lie. Watching Ezra Miller at this point kind of just like deflated it.
Yeah.
for me.
It ruins it for me too.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like, I don't really care. I'm kind of getting superhero movied out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Guardians I'm kind of excited for, but other than that, there's nothing else that I've seen that I even.
Okay. All right. So we don't got much on the Flash. Nobody else to fight me on that. I think it looks pretty good. I kind of want to see it. I hate to say it, but I do. And then also Guardians 3 trailer looks great. I want to see that too. That movie looks like
Oh,
it's
there was
gonna
a
be whole
trailer
lot of
for
fun.
that? I didn't
Yeah,
see
Guardians
that.
of the Galaxy Volume 3 looks pretty dang good. So I recommend doing that. And then yeah. I hate sand. It's just awkward. That's the worst dialogue of all of Star Wars, and there's some bad dialogue.
Hold me
anytime
like you did on Naboo.
Yeah.
And anytime they call future Darth Vader Annie, I just want to claw my ears off. Just Annie, you guys, what were you thinking?
Well, that was George Lucas. I'm pretty sure he was making those decisions at that point. And he should just stick to the big themes and then let real writers and real creatives write the write the
it's not Ryan
scene by
Johnson
scene and stuff. Yeah, not Ryan Johnson. That's correct.
Ryan Johnson's an anomaly though, because he's not an anomaly. His products are like I think probably my favorite episode of Breaking Bad, Ozymandias, was directed by Ryan Johnson.
Yeah.
And so that's all I knew about him. And then the Star Wars movies were coming out, or whichever one he did, or two. I don't know. Did he do one or two of them?
He just did one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And so I was kind of like, oh, cool, Ozymandias guy. And no, I mean, not good. But then didn't he do the Knives Out, the Glass Onion?
Yeah, and he did Knives. Didn't he do the first Knives Out as well?
Yeah.
I think So the first Knives Out was really good. Love that movie. He also did Glass Onion. Glass Onion was kind of corny, ultimately.
Oh, was it?
It was fine, it was a movie, but I'm not going to go back and rewatch it. I would watch the first Knives Out again. That movie was great. So yeah, I don't know. I think he's hit or miss for me, really. Looper. Oh, did he? Yeah, he did do Looper.
Yeah, I like Looper. Oh wait, he didn't. Chase didn't like it. I thought Looper was pretty cool.
I thought it was okay. I thought it was just okay. I don't.
Again, this isn't the time when I liked everything I watched. Now I probably should like some things that I don't like because I'm hyper aware of the woke indoctrinational nonsense and everything. So any slight little sliver of virtue signal, I check out. I'm like, I'm done. I don't even care about this product. It could be awesome from here on out, but I lose respect for the creators at that point, and I just don't want to watch it anymore.
Yeah. I watched Looper on a flight one time because it was one of the only options. And that's all I have to say about that. It's not the most memorable flight in my opinion.
You know what looks good? I'm excited for.
That's probably
Is Evil Dead Rise.
Here's what I was gonna.
No, thank you. No, thank you, sir.
You should watch it. You should watch it when that comes out.
Oh,
what is it?
Says I do like
take
jumping.
Take the kids.
Yeah,
right. What? Evil Dead Rise?
Is there a new Evil Dead movie coming out?
Yeah.
Is it made by the new guys who did that Evil Dead remake?
Yeah, it follows the. So I think what they're saying is the remake, or what everybody says is a remake, is not a remake. It's just a story in the Evil Dead world. So this movie follows that. As far as I've seen, I haven't dug too much into it, but you need to watch the trailer. It looks so good.
Yeah, I didn't watch the remake either, so I'll have to check that out.
You didn't see the remake?
No, it looked good, but here's the thing: I love horror, but when I get depressed, I can't watch horror, and I've been going through a lot of depression the last while, and so it's just kind of off and on, and so I'll put things on my list, and then when I feel better, I can watch this stuff now, then there's very limited time to watch things. I don't know. hopefully I'm not bumming everyone out, but yeah, so it's I want to watch it. I just the time hasn't been right yet. So
No, I am not a horror guy, and I watched the trailer for it, and I was like, oh man, maybe this is gonna be like a good, Evil Dead, like the original kind of Evil Dead stuff, Sam Raimi Evil Dead. I'm in for that. But then I started watching it, and it's super disturbing, and I was like, nah, not into it. Not into it even a little bit. Turn that right off, and please skip that commercial when it comes on YouTube. That's how it works in my house.
Jay says the remake is a remake in the same way Evil Dead 2 is also the first one.
Right.
Okay, right. So yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I'm sure that's I'm sure that's bad design at this point.
Okay, I got to go back up here.
Jumper, isn't that the one with isn't that the one where they can like teleport around?
Now, I think that's what I was thinking of. What's Looper? Is that the one with Bruce Willis?
Looper is Bruce Willis, and he like gets sent back in time. He's like a mob hitman. But what they do is they'll send somebody back in time at this predetermined spot, and he shoots them with his gun.
Yeah.
And so they eventually send yourself back.
Yeah, right.
Like as an old man, they call it closing the loop. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Hayden Christensen.
Jumper. That's right.
Hey, speaking of Star Wars,
he was in a lot of sand in that movie too.
Yeah. Bruce is asking. Wait, that's not the right one. Where is it? Oh, BattleTech.
If so,
I'm old and I will forget. Do any of you like BattleTech, or are you familiar with it? Familiar-ish, just because I was in, like, I used to do tabletop gaming a lot, and so I was like around people who played it, but I never actually played it myself. I wasn't into the miniature stuff. It seems like a lot of work.
It seems like so much work. Hired Steel. It's a fan art project. Oh yeah, they got a bunch of stuff. I don't know. Not necessarily into BattleTech. Never really watched it. However, maybe I'll give it a shot. I like crazy mechs and stuff like that though. Big mech guy. Big mech guy. All right.
Wait, there's who robot?
What's that?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I did private chat that.
This looks like really good fan-made movie, though. I'm watching.
Okay.
Anyway.
Cool. All right. Well, let's move on to our next thing, which is Top That. I'm excited to hear. So we have a. Well, I'll play the intro and then we'll talk about it. If I can find the intro.
Do it.
Top That intro. There it is.
Know it. When I snap my fingers, everybody says sure I'm hot, and you're not. But if you want to hang with me, I'll give it one shot. Top That.
So Top That is our story pitch game show where we each have some story prompts, and we get 2 minutes to pitch a story. And we were doing this thing for a while where we'd kind of roll the dice and we'd have a list of genres and plot points and things, and that was fun. And then we tried the kind of impromptu, like improv pitching, which I'm awful at, so we stopped doing that. But I do like the format so with that one, I just have a statement and then 3 questions that you have to answer. And that one, that's cool. Sometimes I like both of them. I don't know. What do you guys have a preference when you not for what we're doing tonight, but
dice.
The dice. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool to like mix it up, just do different stuff different times. But tonight I thought maybe we can do, instead of a story pitch, we each have, instead of 2 minutes to pitch a story, we have 4 minutes ish to share a flash fiction story. Very, very flash. So I think we've all got something prepared for that. We don't have Mark to arbitrarily choose a winner tonight. So chat, if you can, all 4 of you, if you can be in charge of choosing a winner. But the topic or the where is it? Oh, the prompts tonight are this. Your character falls in a hole running away from something or someone. So the questions are: 1, who is your character? 2, what is chasing them? And 3, where does the hole lead? So instead of just answering those 3 questions tonight to come up with a pitch, we're actually going to answer all 3 of those questions in the form of a flash fiction.
All right.
Don't get worried like you're going to listen to the reading of a novel. Flash fiction is very short, very, very short. And tonight it's actually super duper extremely short because we have to do it in under 4 minutes. So
I hope I can do mine in under 4 minutes.
Well, I'm not going to time you.
4-ish.
Around 4-ish.
Hey, look, I just want to bring everybody's attention to the fact that Trusty has already voted for me. My man. My man from Japan. He's already voted. He says,
"Oh, Rusty, I thought you said
final.
Trusty."
Macho has it. Rusty.
Well, Kokushigo is going to vote for me. So.
Okay, I have no voice. I'm going to do my best.
Yeah. Okay, who wants to go first? You want to draw straws? Want to Rochambeau it?
I'll get mine out of the way.
All right, go for it.
Because it's really awful. I was laughing really hard when I wrote it because it was just so stupid, and then time goes by, and then you're just like, what was I doing? Yeah.
I can't wait to hear it. Okay, I'll spotlight you, and your 4-ish minutes starts about now.
Jack, a man who quite remarkably resembled a hobbit, was running for his life from something unknown, which really has no relevance to the story idea here. Jack stumbled and fell into an uncharted cave and tumbled down thousands of feet until he came to a stop in a pool of murky water at the bottom. Jack looked around in bewilderment, not seeing any obvious escape, and cried out, "Woe is me!" Then, to his surprise, he heard a short grunt. Turning around, Jack noticed a rusty battle axe laying by his side. He curiously picked up the axe, and to his amazement, it spoke. "You can call me Herman." And after they embraced, Herman continued that he had been at this cave bottom for generations and wanted nothing more to escape and explore the world as a real adventurer should. Jack felt sorry for Herman, but humored him anyways, agreeing to let Herman join him on whatever journey awaited them outside, but there was no way out. Frustrated, Jack picked up Herman and shaved off a large wart off of his heel. The fleshy knob rolled away from them, bumped into the wall, where a prismatic portal opened up, granting passage to Mumbai. Jack and Herman began their journey across India, selling wart remover to disfigured children. With each sale, he and Herman taught them about self-care, hygiene, and maintaining good emotional health. The children's faces began to clear up as their self-confidence increased and their outlook on life became brighter. They soon found themselves surrounded by many different people from across the land, merchants, nomads, and all kinds of others, all people who heard of the compassion of the hobbit-like man and his axe. Top that!
I don't think I can, but I'm going to try. Buddha Bear asks, what is a hobbit? Well, we'll explain it. Let's talk after. We'll explain it to you.
What is a hobbit?
A hobbit hole is where the hobbit fell into. Hey, that wasn't awful, David. You said that was awful. I was expecting.
I said it was stupid.
Oh, okay.
That's what I said. It was stupid,
okay. Well,
which it was.
Okay. Stupid doesn't mean bad. Okay, Dan or me? Dan or me? Let's paper, rock, scissors it. You're muted, Dan. Can you?
I think you're going to go, Cal. Dan's got no voice.
Dave gets to choose since he went first. Sorry, I've been muted the whole time because I keep coughing. So I'm muted.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go with Cal. Cal
right.
he goes last a lot, so we're gonna have Cal go.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Mute myself. Remind me that I'm muted in a few minutes. 4-ish minutes.
Okay, we'll do. Trevor, my character is Trevor Grober, the garbage man. Trevor had just started a new route in a sketchy neighborhood and was dumping a heavy bin into the back, cursing under his breath that he wasn't assigned a route with a new truck with one of those robotic arms. when a mime wandered around the corner out from a shadowy alley and pretended to walk painfully into an invisible wall. The bemused garbage man nodded politely and turned to go as the mime began feeling around for an opening in the clear box it seemed to be trapped inside. Trevor hopped on back and signaled his partner to drive, watching the impromptu show over his shoulder suspiciously. As the truck pulled up to its next stop, the mime angrily slammed its fists against the imaginary wall, and Trevor could have sworn he felt the concussion as non-existent bricks shattered. He quickly emptied the next can and hurriedly boarded the rear of the truck, again signaling his partner to move. Trevor couldn't take his eyes off the mime. It was just standing there, glaring at him, but he couldn't shake the feeling he was somehow being chased. The thing looked offended, as if it expected Trevor to stay and watch. He swung around for a peek at where he was headed and breathed a sigh of relief that the previous stop seemed to be the last in this neighborhood. They were moving on to the next, and not a moment too soon. Turning back, he was perplexed to see the silent thing knelt down, drawing a circle on the ground with invisible chalk. As the truck slowed to a stop at the corner, the white-faced stalker stood and began swinging an imaginary grappling hook over his head. Trevor could almost hear the whoom, whoom, whoom of the heavy metal hook helicoptering above the mime. Then it released it, flying in Trevor's direction. No, over his head. He glanced around instinctively to see who was whistling, but then something metallic collided with stone in the direction of the tall apartment building across the street from the truck. Trevor watched the mime as it pulled with all its might on the imaginary rope, one hand over the other, right, left, and then a loud cracking sound from behind him, like a dam giving under the pressure of rushing floodwaters. He turned just in time to see the building toppling. The only way to avoid being crushed was to run directly toward the mime, but it had vanished. Trevor remembered an instant too late. The mime had drawn a hole in the asphalt. As he fell through the street into a nightmare reality of red-lipped mouths screaming silently, of pallid, powdery hands feeling walls and pulling ropes and turning knobs and a trillion other things, of sad eyes searching his for a sign of affirmation, for some indication that he had been entertained. He thought to himself, "Trevor, you fool, you should have never quit your job at the car wash." Top that!
All right, I'm unmuted myself. Wow. All right.
I win. No. I actually want to write this story as a real cosmic horror story though, now that I've done like a short.
I didn't know what to make of it, but cosmic horror is exactly what it is.
Yeah. It
Wow.
was fun.
Okay. I like the mime.
Yeah.
I like mimes. Mimes are cool. All right.
You don't have to lie. You don't like my story. It's fine.
I know.
Go ahead, Dan.
There's nothing wrong with your story. All right, but mine's better. No, I'm just playing. All right.
Snack talk.
Here we go. Pain. That's what Abe felt, from the top of his greasy head all the way to the soles of his soggy feet. There was no mistaking it. He was way off course. At least I'm still breathing, he kept saying. His chest burned, his arms and legs stung from the 1,000 small weeping scratches, his head pounded like a runaway drum, and the grinners were everywhere. Those toothy freaks should not be this far north. Something was very wrong, and he needed to warn his king. But I'm still breathing, he muttered to himself again. The noise started off to his left, a crack of a branch. They had found him. Abe pivoted, but he caught his foot on a root. He yelped, twisted, smashed into a tree, and scrambled into the brush. It was on him now. He could feel it. He could smell it. Any moment, the grinner would bring his stone axe down and split his skull wide open. Still breathing, Abe didn't wait around. He rolled, scrambled to his feet, and bolted. Crashed through the underbrush, slithered under a rotten log, and down a steep embankment. It was getting dark now, and no mistake about it. Abe was well and truly screwed. Still breathing, he said to himself. Abe plunged through the slush and slimy mud and burst into a clearing. As soon as he stepped into the open, he realized the mistake. Clever girls, he said to himself, or Abe said under his breath. There were 3 of them, 2 big ones jabbering back and forth, clicking their too many teeth together in anticipation. The third was much smaller, and Abe froze. He was caught, but the grinners have terrible eyesight. If he stayed really still, maybe he might have a chance to get away. Still breathing, he whispered to himself. He could hear running water off to his right, so he made a choice. In one fluid motion, he whipped his backpack off of his shoulder and hurled it to the grinner on his left. At the same time, he turned and ran to the right. Before he could get 3 paces, he was lifted off of his feet. He smashed his nose when he hit the ground. He rolled, came up with his blade, and slashed. Mud in his eyes, blood and snot streaming out of his smashed nose. Still breathing, he bubbled. Last, blast, his head hurt. The big one came fast with a stone axe. Abe twisted and slashed back. The small one flanked, and Abe put an iron dagger in Abe's thigh. Abe screamed, and he lashed out with the blade. The third grinning bastard charged. Abe wormed to the right, twisting out of the way, falling and smashing his head. The world swam. His vision shrank to a point, and just as one of those two ugly demons started to take a bite out of his left arm, then the world turned red. The knife sprouted from the grinner's ear hole. When it shrieked, Abe put his thumbs through the beady black eyes that were too far apart. Blood and jelly ran out in thick gray streams. Abe roared. The smaller demon struck out with his dagger, but it wasn't fast enough. But it wasn't Abe who caught its arm. I'm sorry. The grinner shrieked as the dagger went through its arm joint. A twist and a yank, and the arm was gone. The thing that was wearing Abe's skin smiled, and the last grinner bellowed. Pain. So much pain. Abe opened his eyes. His head felt like it was stuffed with cotton. His lips were swollen, scratched. He had bites, probably broken ribs. But I'm still breathing, he said to himself. Abe looked around. Walls and darkness. Above him, open sky and stars. Where the hell was he? Then he heard them. The bloody grinners had found him. Something meaty hit the ground. A body, not human. That's when they started. A grinner hunting parties would like to start clacking their teeth together. It starts off with one, a hollow dead sound, and it grows one at a time until all you can hear is that clacking sound. Then they hunt. The sinkhole he was in was nearly vertical with a flat bottom and what looked like a cavern leading deeper into the earth. Abe focused on that cavern entrance and muttered, I'm still breathing, and he started to work his way between the rocks, deeper into the cave. Top that!
Good job, man. Good job, Dan. Jay says, you all write better than Ryan Johnson.
Yes.
Which I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but
Take it.
Thank you.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
No sim van, but a good story. With his skull split open. Impressive. Very impressive. Yes. I have had this kind of chase story in my head. So when you wrote this, I was like, oh man, totally down to write the story. I think this is cool. So anyway.
Cool. I mean, that's my hope is that like when we do, whether it's a pitch or flash fiction, that we come up with stuff that we actually want to write at some point. It's fun. You know,
look, I Rusty is still going with me. I'm gonna like at that point. I feel like I just got to take the win. I got to take them when I get them because I don't get them too often.
Well, I won last week, so I can let you have it this week, unless anyone wants to chime in and vote for my mime story.
Chris,
or
Chris,
David
vote. Chris, vote
story.
now. JC, vote now. Rusty already threw a vote. Buddha Bear, if you're still watching, throw us a vote. Kokoshuko, Bruce, whoever else is out there, please vote.
Jay says, definitely a compliment. Awesome.
I will absolutely take that.
All right,
Absolutely.
so I'm gonna be writing the next Star Wars trilogy.
Oh, Kokoshuko, he's going for David.
Oh, Kokoshuko! How dare you?
He likes the wart fixing Indian man axe story. I like it.
Yeah, it was good. I think mine was a little too disturbing for the average viewer.
And yeah, Chris and JC. This is so we typically have like we're all indie comic people, involved in indie comics. So this is what we do, and just for fun. So
He's for fun. It's like stretchy
just for
pants.
fun. Yeah. Some of them get wild. When Mark's here, you'll see Mark was the one with the boa in the video on the quartering and or on D-Day Cobra, and he usually will just arbitrarily pick the winner. So we just go with whoever he says.
Okay, so Chris voting for Dan. Third story. It
I'll
was
take
good, and since it was so much longer than the other two, I forgot what the first two stories were about. Hey, that
I
should
told
make
you.
him lose automatically because it's supposed
Look,
to be flash fiction.
I don't know how many minutes it was, but I was like, man, I just gotta like wrap it up and get to the part where he's in the hole. So
Yeah, it was more 4-ish, maybe more,
it was
which is
definitely
fine.
more.
I know
That's
mine was
okay.
around
I'll take it.
3.
See, I used
Just
every
Chris
single
picked
second.
me.
Ah, JC, all right,
The
cool.
mime story. The mime story. I love it.
You know what? We're all winners tonight,
Oh,
everybody.
it's raining. Woohoo!
Is it
It's raining
raining?
and lightning in Phoenix. In Phoenix town.
Herman was hilarious. Nice.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I like this section though. Well done, Cal.
Very good.
Thanks, Rusty. Yeah, this is. I love Top That. I know Mark isn't like a big fan of it, but I don't know. I love it. I think it's fun.
It's fun to be creative, and like Mark always he's like always down on it. He's like, oh, this is when everybody turns it off, but whatever. I mean, it's fun to, like I said, it's fun to be creative. If people like it or not, that's okay. You don't have to.
Yeah, I
like
wanted
everything.
to. I mean, my whole thing was I wanted to like we have guys. If you're new to the channel, most of them left during that. So Mark is right. But
He's right.
we have a comic that we've come up with. Was it like a year and a half, 2 years ago when Marvel was doing the new Warriors?
Yeah.
We decided to create a super team. Is that loud? Is my rain loud, you guys?
No.
It's super loud.
Okay.
I don't know what you're saying. I can't make it out over the rain.
Don't listen to him. You're fine.
Oh. Anyway, so we decided in one show we were going to create a super team that was better than the new Warriors, which is kind of like trying to be a better writer than Ryan Johnson. But just kidding. And so we did. We created a team called the Drifters, and they're a bunch of outcasts from society. And anyway, so I wanted to kind of recapture that magic of creating something live, and also there's like the drawn and quartered where people where artists compete online. I wanted something like that for writers, but we don't have a big enough following to get people excited to be on, so we can't get comic writers who are bigger on to play with us. So make our channel grow, everybody. Tell all your friends. Once we get to thousands of subs, then maybe we can get somebody to come on. And,
you get there about being here every night, and you get here about being every night and doing this stuff. So we're just here to have fun. If we get big, that's good. If we don't, that's okay too.
No, I'm here for the money to become a mogul.
Dude, I saw lightning behind you a minute ago.
Yeah. Oh, my wife just opened the door and it's cold.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's the temperature out there?
What's the temperature, hon? Is it like 40s?
It's not cold.
I know. That's what I'm trying to hear. What cold is to Cal?
For here, that's cold. Feels like 45. Yeah. For Phoenix, where it's like as hot as the surface of the sun half the year, 40 is chilly.
It's gonna be unseasonably warm where I am tomorrow. It's gonna be like 70 degrees. It's really strange. Like typically, this is one of the coldest, nastier months, and it was like super nasty in December, and then like February is amazing. It's like 50s to 70s. It's crazy.
Nice.
So I'm not complaining.
Okay, what do we got next on the roster?
We have just a minute, I'm totally prepared, and I didn't switch off of what I was looking at all. We have Short Box with David the Dunn.
Oh, before that,
okay.
hold on, just because I want to do this.
Praise the Lord, for goodness sake, we're all gonna take a Bible break. I said, praise the Lord, for goodness sake, we're all gonna take a Bible break.
Shut up.
Shut up.
So we don't actually have a Bible break tonight, but I was gonna do one where I just like acted like a news reporter and reported on that that revival that's going on in Kentucky.
Did you look that up?
Well, no, but everyone's talking about it on like in my YouTube space that I follow. Some people are praising it, other people are saying no, that's not a real revival, and then like there's people in the middle like John Cooper from Skillet who's like, hey, let's just hold off and wait and see what happens. There's no reason to declare it to declare it a revival yet, because a revival is declared after the fact. It's not declared during.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Revival. The fruit of a revival is that there's a massive change, like the Jesus movement in the 70s.
Yeah.
After that happened, you could look back and go, oh, that was a revival, because holy cow, it spread across the whole country. By the way, they're making Lionsgate made a movie about that.
Yeah, I saw that.
The Jesus Revolution, I think, or something like that. And the guys who made it made the I Can Only Imagine. Is that the movie?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, is that right, David?
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, so they're serious, like solid believers, and they make good movies. So it's gonna be it's on almost 3,000 screens, I think, and Lionsgate, is producing it.
Is that new one that's getting ready to come out? Yeah, that actually looked pretty good. I thought.
It focuses on Chuck Smith, Greg Laurie, Lonnie Frisbee, who he's kind of the guy that's always left out of the story because he's controversial. He ended up he helped found Calvary Chapel, or not found Calvary Chapel, but he helped Chuck Smith make contact with the hippies and that whole revival that started, and then he helped get Vineyard started in the 80s. But he also struggled with same-sex attraction, and even though he was married. And then he went out of the country for a while, and like he died of AIDS in the 90s or something. So he's kind of left out of the story most of the time, but he's an integral part of it. Now his character is played by the guy who plays Jesus in The Chosen. So and then Chuck Smith is great, Kelsey Grammer. So yeah, I think it's gonna be good. But my Bible break tonight was gonna be, I was gonna show you some video of the revival in Kentucky, and then say. In a less reported story, there's also a revival breaking out in the cemetery in that town. I forget the name of the town. And then I was going to show footage from Thriller, but I thought telling you about it would be funnier than actually doing it. So anyway, that was Bible break.
Praise the Lord, for goodness sake, we're all gonna take a Bible break. I said, praise the Lord, for goodness sake, we're all gonna take a Bible break.
Shut up.
When do we get the link to your praise and worship?
Probably it'll be a while.
What the heck?
We have a new soundboard we're going to have installed that will hopefully fix the online audio issue, but we've kind of stepped back from investing money into making our stream better, because it'll make it a little better. Like we had like a quote to get all new cameras and a new workstation, like for a video switcher and all that stuff. But we've kind of changed gears, and we're gonna do something else probably. So I don't know if we'll even have like live worship, but we'll be doing produced stuff instead. So like pre-produced stuff.
Yeah, send us.
Well, I will send you that, but it won't be the live stuff. So
okay.
Anyway.
All right. Anyway.
All right. Next up, we've got
the short bus with
the short bus, man. The short box
with David the Don.
David the Don. Let the contents out of the box. All spots. All spots. You probably rate it point. David the Don.
I'm gonna take my shirt off and put on a cowboy hat.
I love that opening. I love it. I want to have it every stream, but we don't always have a short box. So tonight, as far as I understand it, David the Dime does have a short box comic. So David owns a comic book shop, and he will sometimes share stuff from that, and that's what this segment is. And we'll all join in sometimes, but tonight I have nothing. I have no comics I've been reading.
I have
lately.
literally nothing tonight. Nothing.
So I
I'm gonna
finally
kinda like
have
you, David.
something, and then you guys have nothing.
We all had something last week, and you had nothing.
I've had nothing for a while because there has been nothing that has caught my attention that I would recommend. But I finally found a book that I'm enjoying. This is
The Approach, huh?
The Approach. Boom Studios. This is an airplane. In case you
Yes.
didn't know. It's a little airplane. So right now you've got 3 issues. I've got an alternate for number 2.
Ooh, this looks like cosmic horror. No,
It's not.
creepy.
It's not. Well, I don't know. Actually, I can't say because the series isn't done yet.
Oh, okay.
So we've got the 3
Yeah,
of them
that's cool.
so far. So the story is it's just so perfectly simple. You've got a winter storm coming in at an airport just as the last flight comes in, and everybody gets snowed in at the airport. And then this little biplane crashes outside, and they pull a body from the wreckage and take it to the makeshift morgue. And then the body disappears. And suddenly people start getting killed. And come to find out, you get this, huge creature that has kind of emerged from the body and is running around slaughtering everybody in the airport. And it's just nice, visceral, kind of big brush artwork. At the end of the 3rd issue, though, see, because I got hooked on it, we've got this old lady here doing this chant. So at first I'm thinking when I'm reading the story that the creature is just like Alien. But now I don't know. It could be more than that. But this is very much got vibes of, The Thing.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's
30
The
Days
Thing.
of Night.
Yeah.
Things
Right.
along those lines. So for the books that come through the shop, yeah, usually like it's crap. It's crap stuff. I'll thumb through people's books that they get in. They'll have an interesting cover and you look through it a bit and it's like, nah. But finally I found one that I like. So if you are into just plain good old horror, nice, simple, straightforward, people snowed in, getting picked off.
It's my favorite kind.
This is definitely the kind of book you want to pick up. I think this is only a 4-part series, so it should wrap up in the next book. And then that's it. It's not an ongoing thing.
That's cool. I thought of the Langoliers. Yeah. Do not do it. Prequel to it. Flashback. Okay. Yeah. Boom. I haven't read a whole lot from Boom. At all, really. But I like. See, I'm not a horror movie guy. I hate horror movies. But I can read horror comics all the time. I love that stuff. I don't know, something about a movie I don't dig, but this looks cool. I like it.
Yeah,
See,
it's very cool book. So I think in the last 2 years, this is only the 3rd book that I've actually got excited about. There was
Who does the art?
I don't know. There's a bunch of names on it. I don't know which one is which.
Huh.
Yeah, I think the big books in recent times for me have been Ultra Mega.
Ultra Mega's so good.
Do a Power Bomb, and then this.
Yeah. When we still waiting on Ultra Mega to be
Yes, I checked a couple weeks ago. There's still nothing.
Man,
so this is illustrated by Jesus Hervas Leia Caballero.
Okay. Many names.
That is who it is illustrated by.
Okay.
I don't know any of the names on it, which I kind of like. Like I usually don't ever pay attention to names on stuff.
Yeah, I mean, with comics, I do. I like. There's definitely names I look for, that I'm gonna buy if they have it. Like Daniel Warren Johnson, he did do a power bomb. Who is the artist on Ultra Mega? Do you know? That artist is incredible. Whoever that is.
I'd have to look.
Yeah, that's okay.
But if I see them enough, then I'll remember their name, and then I'll start looking for their stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Daniel Warren Johnson, pretty much is a always yes for me. If I see his art, I'll buy it. It's fantastic. Cool.
But that's it.
That's awesome. It looks a little Demigorgon, the monster.
It's a mix. It looks like, have you guys played Dead Space?
No, but I want to get that.
No, I know what
Space.
it is.
I want to get that new Dead Space. It looks good.
The new Dead Space is awesome.
Is it?
Side note, yes.
Yeah.
Really, it's. I mean, if you like the first one, I bought the new one when it came out because the Dead Space 1 and 2, I usually play through those games at least once a year.
Oh wow.
I absolutely love them. Absolutely love them.
Okay.
So when the new one was coming out, it was like I was going to get it. Period. There is no way I was not going to get it, and it's amazing. Anyway, there's a necromorph. If that's what I'm asking, there's a particular necromorph in the game, particular monster that kind of looks like mixed with Cthulhu, mixed with, I don't know. I would say those two things. That's kind of the bigger mishmash. What it really reads like. Super beastly. But super cool book. Yeah, it's just kind of like, where did this come from? But
yeah, the art's kind of indie looking, but it looks good. It's like watercolor a little bit.
Yeah.
Looks good. Sweet.
Yeah. Well, that's all we have, I think, for you guys tonight. We have a customary way that we end the. There's a customary way.